No more baseball parlays.
it's 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 uh it's it's tricky with baseball. I've learned that last year during baseball season when I got into FanDuel, those were the most when you miss by one leg, the most one leggers I've missed by was through baseball season. Crazy. I've lost some parlays on some crazy ass shit during baseball season last year. So I'm coming for revenge though this year. So
Yeah, nah, I'm
you already tested the waters. It's early though. It's early, bag. It's early during baseball season, G.
I'm
You
straight.
can't. It's unpredictable right now. You really don't know what you're gonna get with baseball.
I'm straight.
I understand. I understand.
Mm-mm.
Totally understand.
I ain't going. I ain't going.
What did you lose on, bag? What happened? You had to be something that just messed your head up already.
Nah. It wasn't. It was just like a $5 bet.
Oh, okay. Well, then, no harm there.
Yeah,
Ain't
it was
no harm in $5, baby.
$5 bet, man.
When you start getting to these $100 parlays, when we putting $100 on simple plus 100 shit to try to double the money, and you're losing, then come holler at me because that shit is real life pain right there.
Oh, okay. He back at the crib, so he still is out here. I'm trying to make that connection, fam.
Okay.
For the pod.
Let the work.
For the pod. Some dude, 124. 124, right?
We have 124. You know, I can't keep up. I be losing track sometimes.
It's in the title.
We live
Subscribe,
though.
download. Yeah. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download. I got a new iMac.
Fancy.
So it's not. No,
wait, the iMac is the laptop, right?
It's the desktop.
The desktop. Okay, I think my old man got one. He sent me a picture. I didn't text him back. He sent my old man. My old man been flexing. He got He sent me a picture. I think he got an iMac too, a new one. He just sent it to me the other day. Matter of fact, and I forgot to respond to him because he be trying to flex on me because he think he on. But yeah, I think he got an iMac.
No, it's not fan. It's not fancy at all when you use your old Apple products to get it.
Right. Oh,
yeah, you just take your old Apple products and send it to Apple. They send you the gift card. I got.
What do you mean? So what do you have as far as like? What do you mean send? What Apple products did you send in to get the iMac?
I sent my old iPad and I sent my iPhone. That was $700.
I think you might have got more value off the iPhone. The value for the phone, probably. There we go, Sox. Get these rides. Let's go.
Yeah, I got like 400 plus off the iPhone 11.
Okay.
Max. Okay. And got like 245 off the iPad.
Okay.
And shit, just paid 700 for the rest.
Interesting.
And I needed it though because I gave Miriam my MacBook Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And all I just got is the work laptop. And
so you're potting off the iMac right now?
Yeah. So if it's some glitches and shit like that, this is like only pod 2 on the iMac.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that you was doing the last pod off the iMac. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, and I can't be doing works. I can't do my stuff on the work laptop.
Okay.
It's not cool, man. I mean, it's cool, but gotta separate church and state, fam.
True that.
Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download wherever you get your favorite podcast. Indeed. Shouts out to all the homies who have now, went ahead and gave us that fan to that foe, fam.
Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure if you obviously, our podcast is available anywhere podcasts are available. If you're a Spotify type of guy, you can rate on there. But if you're an Apple Podcast person, go on Apple Podcasts and rate us. You can also leave a comment. And if you are watching us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the What Digital and you can comment on there as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so make sure y'all drop that fin or drop the 5 for us wherever you could rate us at the highest, of ranking.
Yes,
when it comes to Some Dude Pod, Make sure y'all cop that merch too, man. All right?
Yeah, get that merch.
Yes, sir.
You want to do the Lakers first?
You know what, bang? Before we get into the nuts and bolts and the Lakers and Frank Vogel and all of that other shit, let's talk about some other shit. Let's talk about some music. you know, I want to give out some flowers real quick. You know, I'm
give it out because
I'm a flower giving type of guy. You know, I like to give flowers. Let me. I'm gonna give some flowers to the ladies. Give flowers to the ladies, the female MCs right now. I'm gonna shout out some of these women because right now, you could kind of consider this a hot take too if you want to. I mean, take it how you want it, or anybody that's listening, take this however you feel. But the females right now, they kind of running shit in hip hop right now. You know.
In hip hop.
In hip hop, yeah. The women in hip hop right now, these female rappers.
This is all you conversation.
Because you know, Bang don't like female rappers. Check the archives, ladies and gentlemen. Bang do not like female rappers. He don't like female rappers. I'm telling y'all right now, he don't. He's not fond of the female rappers. But let me continue. Let me just give out some flowers real quick. Hey, man, the females right now are running the hip hop game right now. I want to send a shout out to it's a few names I'm finna name right now. I'm gonna start with my favorite right now, and that's Bia. Shout out to Bia. Bia has a record right now out with J. Cole.
London.
This J. Cole got verse of the year. So shout out to J. Cole.
I gotta listen.
So you haven't listened to this record yet?
No, I haven't.
That's fucking crazy. See what I'm saying?
No,
point taken right here. No, that's what I'm saying. Bang, you got Tidal, right?
Yeah.
You got Tidal?
I got Tidal and Apple Music.
That song is right there on suggested new tracks. You like to listen to suggested new music, right?
Yeah, I
listen to the archives. Bang says he likes to listen to suggested new albums. Even if he don't necessarily know who the artist is, he'll check it out. But he hasn't checked out this record, though. He hasn't listened to this yet. You want to know why? There we go. Okay, so
it's not in my suggested new track.
Shout out to Bia. Bia got a fire record right now. I'm thinking, you know, hottest record out right now. Called London with J. Cole. J. Cole got verse of the year, but that's
Gunplay got a new album out.
This nigga, see how he be doing. Shout out to Shout out to Lotto, aka Mulatto, aka Big Lotto.
You goddamn right.
Shout out to Lotto. Okay, Lotto album just dropped 777. He don't listen. He's not shouting out Lotto. He's not shouting out Lotto.
No. I actually fuck with Lotto as a rapper. I ain't listen to Detroit, but you're gonna be. I know one of the people you're gonna name, and you're gonna be surprised that I actually fuck with them. So go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Shout out. But anyway, shout out to Lotto.
Yeah.
Her album 777 just dropped a couple weeks ago. She got some good records on there. She got a record with 21 Savage, really good, and she has a record with Lil Wayne and Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Sunshine record, very fire record. Something a little different than what we've heard when it comes to Lotto. So it's a very good record. So I'm gonna shout Lotto out on that. I want to send a shout out to who else? Shout out to Corley Ray. Shout out to Corley Ray. Shout out to Corley Ray.
She got my attention, man. She fun.
She's very fun.
She's fun.
And if you go back and listen to one of the episodes of some dude when I recapped Made in America, and she performed at Made in America in Philadelphia. And I was saying on the pod how
shitting on it.
I was not shitting on her. No, I was giving her props. I told her, I said, see, now you got to go back and listen to the archives again.
No, I know you was shitting on King. You shitting on King.
I didn't shit on Baby King.
Yes, you did.
No, I was shitting on Roddy Ricch. His performance.
No, you said ain't nobody. You said ain't nobody moved for Roddy Ricch. Ain't nobody moved for King either until they did Family Ties.
Until he did Family Ties. Yeah, but anyway, Corley Ray's set was very good. She was very animated, and she caught my attention. And I said that, and I said I was very interested to hearing what she's gonna put out going forward. Yeah. And she got the record with Nicki Minaj, the Blick Blick joint, and I definitely like that record. And the album, I haven't listened to the album before yet, but I definitely like a few records on there. So shout out to Corley Ray, another female MC doing the thing. Let me shout out to City Girls. I'm shout out City Girls. Shout out to Young Miami and shout out to JT. They got a record out right now with Fabio Foreign, the alleged king of New York.
I mean, who is
6ix9ine? Say he back, bro. You see,
fuck out of here, fam. Keep going. What you were saying.
Shout out to the City Girl. I like that record. Top Notch. That's one of my favorite records right now. They would join with Fabio Foreign. Y'all listen to that. That joint is fire. And shout out to Nicki Minaj, of course. Nicki Minaj is out here. Ever since she's stepped back on the scene, she dropped a record with Lil Baby, two records with Lil Baby, and she got the record with Fabio Foreign that's flaming too. I love that record. And Nicki Minaj is rapping at a high level like she always does. So I just wanted to say that the female artists right now, they making noise. They making a lot of noise right now.
Mike, I just wanted
to give the females some flowers.
Mike, I ain't gonna front, man. I ain't really been in the rap mood.
Me neither. There's not a rap album that I'm listening to right now. I like a full rap album
at all. Mike.
At all. There's nothing rap wise.
That Lucky Day been in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
That Robert Glasper been in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
That Yebba been in rotation.
Okay.
I ain't been listening to rap.
I feel you. I mean, either the Weeknd and Lucky Day are like my top 2 albums in rotation right now.
Yeah,
and me listening to like the singles from the women that's dropping right now. So, other than that, I haven't really listened to no rap music.
Like the only rap person I've been listening to is Pusha T.
Okay.
And Cool Kids. And Cool Kids dropped another one along with what they dropped. And I did check out a little bit of Full Court Press. Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, Girl Talk.
Okay. Wiz dropped the album with what you call it too, right? He dropped a full album with
Oh, and the Alex Isley I've been listening to heavy too.
Who did Wiz just drop an album with?
That's what I said, Big Crit.
No, he didn't drop an album with Big Crit.
Yes, he did.
He dropped a full-length project?
That's a full project. Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, and Girl Talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He dropped the album with somebody else, but I'm having a freeze right now. But,
I mean, he did?
Let
me go look.
What you call it, man? From 3 6 Mafia.
Juicy J?
Juicy J, yeah, bro. He dropped the album with Juicy J.
Where is that?
Just recent, like a few weeks ago. He dropped the album with Juicy J.
I'm looking at it right now.
What's the name of this damn album?
You got to find it because I'm looking at it right now.
My bad. I'm having a freeze. I had a freeze. Wiz.
I'm looking at it right now. Full Court. That dropped.
He dropped Full Court Press. Yeah, I see that. I didn't even know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he dropped this. He dropped the joint with Wiz with Juicy J, a full album. I forgot what this shit was called, bro.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But nah, I ain't really been listening to rap like that.
Stoner's Night.
Okay. Where is that on SoundCloud?
It's under Juicy J's.
Okay.
You search Juicy J.
Oh, okay. All right, well. Nah, it was funny because me and Miriam was driving and I put on that Lucky Day. And she was like, nah, I need to listen to some more beat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know what to play you right now. What you want to listen to? And then we got kids, so we don't necessarily want to be up in the car.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody cussing and shit.
All right, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the kids got to hit the raps.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Is it wrong to play raps with curses in front of your kids?
You know what? I'm at a point where I don't even care no more. My daughter, she know. I said my daughter, she know what words to say and what not to say. She know the words. I want her to know the words because I want her to know that she's not supposed to say the words.
Okay, because
So I don't have no problem playing.
I'm not about to play Ocknail in front of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm not about to play Ocknail in front of that's course. Child abuse. If you play Ocknail in front of your kids and they under 10, that's child abuse.
But I definitely play like my whole playlist or something like that. But I have no problem with that. Oh, no.
Yeah, but don't play Ocknail in front of your kids.
Of course not.
Miriam fuck around and separate from me if son come up in the So put it in your motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that from? Oh
man.
I had a Queens playlist going real quick and it just popped up. Queens. Yeah, but no, we're not just talking about the Lakers today. It's something we talked about last week. Oh man, Biden got shitted on by a bird. That's dope. Gilbert Gottfried died today.
Crazy, fam. That's crazy. Shout out and rest in peace to Gilbert Gottfried.
Problem Child was my shit.
Problem Child, if you don't know, he's the voice of what you call it in Aladdin, the bird in Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of his first roles. The first role. Like
he was.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He was
Jafar's bird.
I always, when I was younger, I used to get Gilbert Gottfried and Bobcat Goldthwait mixed up. Because they was two white people with funny ass voices. No. Yeah, if you know who Bobcat Goldthwait is, if you don't know, just go to Police Academy, I think 2 or 1, where he started. But I was Where the fuck is this dude up here talking like this shit?
Yep.
Better go to the store and then Bobcat Goldthwait. I mean, that's Bobcat Goldthwait, and Gilbert Gottfried got that just irritating ass. Y'all was going to this like but they was funny ass white dudes. Rest in peace to Gilbert Gottfried. He was in something else too. He used to kill them the roast too on Comedy Central. So he
did like a lot of the movies that he did was more like, you know what I'm saying, small roles.
No, he did roles. Yeah, like he did Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep, did Beverly Hills
Cop too.
He did How to Be a Player. You remember him? He had a little.
He was in there.
He was the hotel, not the place where Bill Bellamy stayed at. Yeah. He was like the receptionist or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but nah, like rest in peace to him. People still talking about if Russell Wilson is corny. Yeah, like that corny conversation.
Okay.
I was on Summer Sessions. Shouts out to the homie Scott and them, who actually donate to their GoFundMe, man. They going to cover the draft, but they need that bread. I dropped some money up in there. I ain't got a lot, but I had enough to drop something on there to support.
That's what's up.
The homies and stuff. But I know that was one of the things that we was talking about, and we married, we got kids, and one of my excuses is, and I put the picture up of me and my family, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I put the picture up is not the only reason why I put it up really, Mike, is because I believe we all corny in some type of way.
And that picture is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. But people, I
can't with that picture, I can't figure out if it's Landon or Trey that steals the picture. It's one of the two, but I'm having a hard time, you know what I'm saying, figuring out who steals the picture because both of their expressions is beautiful.
I mean, they both they steal the picture.
They steal the picture. But go ahead though.
But people will call that picture corny.
Of course.
People will call that picture corny. So that's one of the reasons why I reposted that picture. Another reason why I reposted that picture too is because family and relationships make you do corny things. Absolutely. Number 3, though, I think is more important because I know when I put the picture up, people's like, nah, they're not talking about this. It's just he corny. Russell Wilson corny. I'm like, all right. So Mark's to be specific is hate when the corny nigga get the simple. Like when you look at Sierra, she a bad bitch. Richard Pryor, a bad bitch. Sierra fine. She's sexy. Some people will say she's been around. I don't necessarily want to say she's been around. She's been in high profile relationships.
I think she's been I don't know about being around.
Yeah, she's definitely been in high profile relationships.
Yeah.
Right. She got all those things. And she goes with Russell Wilson. And would she had left Future for Russell Wilson if he had no money? No, because she got money. Like who leaves somebody with money and then go to the broke nigga that is corny? It's something with people. I'm going to switch it here. It's a lot of niggas out there. Beauty is the eye of the beholder. But there's a lot of niggas out here with some busted ass women. You know what that busted ass woman give you though? They give you peace. They don't stress you out. They help you out. All that stuff. See, this is something that don't nobody really want to say because they probably scared. Like with Cam Newton is all over the news talking about how he like his women.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that beauty isn't the eye of the beholder, but we've all seen this dude go with some woman and you like, damn, shorty busted as hell. But you know what she gives him? Peace. There's some women out there with some busted ass dude. Not even corny, he's just busted. Buddy ass give him peace. Because they know what they got. Trying to lose it.
Yeah.
So I look at the Russell Wilson situation. By standards that I grew up around, Russell Wilson is corny. From what I see, by standards that I grew up with, is he corny? Yes. But he gives her something that she probably ain't had because she had high-profile relationships with peace. This is, you ever seen the movie Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Of course.
He was still corny at the end when he started trying to act. Think about it like this. When he was Russell Wilson, he didn't get no play. But when he started acting like Future, he started getting the play. But then she realized that ain't what she wanted. She wanted the corny nigga. Bingo. They end up together. Then the real nigga gets mad. Oh, shit. I want her back. And then you find out how corny and lame he is. The corny nigga get the girl everybody want to get mad.
Yeah.
That is it. I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked people don't. Well, no, I ain't shocked because it was some people that was tripping like that Tay Diggs because he messing with old girl April Jones. You know who we don't see in the news no more?
Well,
April Jones.
April Jones, yeah.
Except for when we see buddy ass TikToks.
And he be corny, acting real mad corny with the TikToks. But he having fun.
She having fun.
And she having fun with him.
Like what I'm also saying to you ladies is this. This should be a lesson to y'all that going with the corny nigga ain't all that bad.
And it's funny you say that because, and yes, it's a lesson. It is a lesson. It should be a lesson. But I want to say, like, it be girls out here, these women on social media that be like, yeah, I wanna, you know, what was Sierra's prayer? I need to be saying that prayer so I can get, you know what I'm saying, me a Russell Wilson, blah, blah, blah. Man, stop capping, because at the end of the day, y'all ain't on that. Y'all don't, that was like the guys y'all attracted to. Those are the guys y'all attracted to, for real.
Let me tell you a story, Mike. And I think I told this story a little bit on the pod before. But the couple of months I went to East, I used to laugh at y'all niggas. You want to know why I used to laugh at y'all niggas? Because Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Valentine's Day roll around. Y'all go to the little shop. Y'all buy y'all little girl a little teddy bear, some candy. And then they'll have somebody send it to the girl during their class period with a note. And everybody be up in their mind like, oh, Daryl got her some flowers and some candy. And then they look at me like, they did nothing like that. Hell no, because I'm not going to be with this girl when we graduate. Like, I don't care. Like, why? Because I thought relationships was corny. In high school, it's like, yo, she going to do it. Just do it. You ain't going to be dealing with these chicks after you graduate. 9 times, unless you get her pregnant. And I ain't trying to get nobody pregnant. So my thing was, I thought relationships and love was corny. So that went with me literally damn near my whole life until like 2009.
Okay.
Like, yes, I'm the dude that's probably been in a handful of relationships. Because I was like, yo, that's corny. Then you go over your homie house and he arguing with his girl. Y'all about to go to the club and shit. But for years, I was the dude that if you went out with him, oh man, you good. We know ain't gonna be no bullshit going on out with Lee. And Lee's respectable. But then we go out and I'm like, yo, where them bitches at? That was me. That was me. I can fully admit that. But I literally thought that shit was corny, man. Then I got in a relationship. Then I got another relationship. Now I'm married. Like, damn, I kind of missed out. Because even sometimes dealing with the hoes that I was dealing with, they were stressful as fuck. It's like that when I see the Russell thing, it's like, oh, he corny because he had his shirt tied up. He got a button up. You seen with the Glee Club and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. But I blame it on the ladies for niggas having this mentality too. It's not just the men, it's the women too. Because you go past you go past Lamar to go fuck with Daryl.
Yep.
So what you expect a nigga to do when he trying to get some ass?
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to be corny.
Yep.
If women would start just opening up their palate, we wouldn't be having these conversations about do I want a Russell Wilson? Who I do it? I said it on the pod before. Like, it be irritating me when I see women all of a sudden talking about I loved wrestling growing up. I loved wrestling growing up.
Yep.
Ruthless aggression. Like,
Yep.
what you know about ruthless aggression?
Yep.
Oh, I used to watch Raw all the time. And you know the shit was serious if they named wrestlers other than John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you ever talk to a woman our age, and she says, "Oh man, I used to watch wrestling while we was in high school." Now you're older than me, you're younger than me, so some of these names, no. You get a girl talking about, "Oh, you used to watch John Cena too." No, I used to mess with Eddie Guerrero. Randy Orton was my favorite wrestler.
You like,
Edge, Christian, what? Why you ain't say nothing in high school? Because that shit was lame as hell. I can't come to school talking about what happened on Monday Night Raw. Bitch, you could have got fingered in my room watching the Raw and SmackDown.
Yep.
Especially if she started talking about some WCW shit.
Yep.
Oh man. Sting, I used to mess with Sting, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. She threw up the four. Like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. But that was watching wrestling at that time was considered what, Mike?
Corny.
And it's still, in a sense, considered what, Mike?
Corny. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yet you hiding in the shadows talking about man, I really want to order this pay-per-view. But shit, the girls want me to come over there and go to Nitro. She ain't want that girl ain't want to go to Nitro. She wanted
to stay and watch the pay-per-view.
She wanted to stay and watch the pay-per-view.
She wanted to watch SummerSlam.
Because she didn't want to look corny though. She was at Nitro looking at her girlfriends crazy because they doing the booty contest.
And I see that on the timeline right now. Like, I see that on the timeline right now. Like, I seen so many women, like this past couple weekends when WrestleMania happened, yes. All of these women was like, sharing that they was so happy to see Stone Cold at WrestleMania. They couldn't wait. And she was like, I love Stone Cold. Like, since when, bro?
Since when?
Since
when? Because you hiding it. You hiding your shit in the shadows.
Yeah,
see,
bro.
Russell ain't hiding shit in the shadows. And niggas, we do it too. Because a lot of y'all niggas was out here talking about y'all was be on Facebook talking about man, I jumped off the porch when I was 10 years old. Yeah, and your ass jumped up in the house when Monday Night Raw came on at 7 o'clock.
Yep. Yep.
Let me go see what Triple H talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't want to tell the homies that you into some corny shit. That's why when I see some niggas, and I see some dudes, I'm gonna keep it to the show. When I see some dudes, and especially dudes that I've known all my life, I look at them and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't because of your kids, because you probably don't even take care of them motherfuckers. You probably don't. But you see some of the corniest stuff that they like and they into, and you be like, I wasn't talking about that shit in high school because I ain't want y'all to ride me up in the lunchroom. Man, nigga, get off that. We all especially for love. Especially for love. So, hey, I salute Russell. I salute Russell. If he I'm not taking away from the fact that Buddy is, can be a cornball. But what I'm saying is so the fuck what?
He just gives off. I think when people call him corny, I think that's kind of extra to say. He might give off a slight persona of being like a goody two-shoe guy,
but that's what people call corny.
But
goody two-shoe. No, you hit the nail on the head. Goody two-shoe ass nigga.
But it's just like
Glee Club ass nigga.
I look at Russ like a regular, good stand-up guy, fam, who bagged the baddie.
That's it.
That's what it is. G.
And people have been calling people corny forever and a day.
Yep.
It is what it is. But when the corny dude bagged the baddie, everybody want to get mad.
My man's play quarterback, bro.
What you think he's supposed to bag?
What woman ain't attracted to the quarterback?
He divorced a white woman and got him one of the baddest black women at the time of entertainment. That's not corny.
Yeah.
That's actually Black history.
My man's is a quarterback.
That's Black history, Mike. Think about it. He got drafted. They show that picture all the time of him and the white chick that he ended up marrying. He got a divorce. He gets the divorce before he gets the money. He sees Sierra. He shoots his shot. They all talk about we prayed for this. They get married. And all he want to do is get her pregnant.
Yeah.
All he want to do is get her pregnant. Can we have another one, baby? Baby, at least he asking.
Yeah.
A lot of these mogs who over here talking about that this is corny be out here finding a bad chick at the club and shooting the club up because he want to kick it with her for 18 years.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Nope.
Am I wrong?
Oh.
I'm trying to hit Shorty with no rubber tonight, fam. Shit, you see how bad she is?
Yeah.
Man, shit. Like at least hey, can we have one more? Fam, I got 3. Let's make it 4. All right. Go wrong.
Yeah.
So I just had to address that. But
maybe it's because like he's short and she tall. Does that make it look corny? Does that make him look corny? Because he ain't, standing tall next to her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the reason why. Because we think Bow Wow's corny too, and she dated Bow Wow. And he a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? She dated 50, but we know how 50 coming. She dated Future, not Future. This shit crazy. But Russ ain't corny, man. He just got a bad.
I
don't think Russ is corny. I don't think he's corny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's corny, but who would we put on this cornball list?
Like, this is a good question. Where would Tiger Woods be on the corny list? Tiger Woods ain't on the corny list. You want to know why?
No, he's not on the corny list.
You want to know why Tiger? I think we know why Tiger ain't on the corny list.
I think we know why.
My nigga Tiger, boy. My boy Tiger.
Tiger more nigga than we thought.
His hit list is long.
He more nigga than we thought with fetishes. Tiger Woods is a nigga with fetishes.
Tiger got his car tore up. You know what I'm saying? Wife, you know what I'm saying, beat his ass on Thanksgiving.
Got hit in the head with a club, fam.
Yeah, I don't think Tiger fall on the corny list.
See, and you know what though? And you know what? You know who helped him not be corny? Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. See, it's also who you hang out with. It's like when you younger. Let's keep this a buck. At some point in our lives, all of us was corny, but then we either did one or two things. We grew out of it, or by kicking it with the older cousin or having an older brother, and they showed us some things, and we started doing that, or we just stuck to it. Like Tiger was an L7 because that's what his daddy wanted him to be. If you
golf, when people think about playing golf, that's one of the most. That could fall under the corniest sport that you could possibly play. Niggas wasn't playing golf in high school, my boy. He wasn't on the golf team.
And his daddy was like, yo, this is what I want you to do. So Tiger's, he went to the all-white schools and everything. Like, I'm going to Stanford. Let's go get the hotel party. They did all of the stuff he did all of the stuff in suburban schools. That nigga in city schools was like, get the fuck up out of here. This shit lame in the motherfucker. That's what he did. Yeah. He got some money and he got around Mike and Chuck. And Mike and Chuck told him, hey, man, you really need to celebrate with the money that you making. See all this? They ain't for you. Explore. Tiger's like, I don't mind if I do.
My man's clean off, but I mean, hey, he got a thrill out of it. He got to live a life.
He got sent off and turned on
at the same time, my boy.
I still remember when that report came out, and they said that he was used to go to one of the rooms in Oak Park. I mean Oak Brook. He used to have a room in Oak Brook.
Crazy.
Nailing chicks.
Crazy.
All his chicks was on Howard Stern, like, oh yeah, he's nasty. Tiger Woods is a freak. Tiger Woods is a goddamn freak.
That is hilarious, man.
Howard Stern, what is some of the Tiger's favorite things to do? Oh, he loves it when we ask the mouth. What? I didn't even know what ask the mouth was until Tiger Woods. I was sitting there listening, like, wait, what's ask the mouth, fam? It's like, yeah, he puts it in my ass, and then he takes it out, and then he puts it in my mouth. And I'm like,
that ain't corny, my nigga. That ain't corny.
That's freaky. That's a fetish. But it ain't corny. I can tell you, corny ain't that.
Tiger don't fall on the corny.
Tiger. Who else can fall? Robert Griffin III. Is he corny?
He might tread between corny and I don't know. He kind of got to give me that corny, proper, talking vibe. I mean,
didn't Rob Parker call him a cornball brother?
Is that what he called him? Maybe.
I think that was him. He called him a cornball brother.
I don't know about Robert Griffin. I don't really know much about Robert Griffin besides, what I'm saying. He was a quarterback too. He played quarterback, but I mean, and he went to Baylor. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really know much about Robert Griffin to call him corny. Who could fall under being corny? What niggas is being corny? I gotta think. Not Robert Griffin though. Definitely not. I mean, maybe Robert Griffin, but definitely not Tiger, not Eldridge Woods. Shout out to Tiger too. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, playing at the Masters. Can't be corny with a green jacket, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? My man got 5 of them. He ain't corny.
I didn't know they didn't get. I didn't know that they don't keep the jacket.
They don't get to keep the jacket?
I was watching some on ESPN. They said they don't keep the jacket.
Oh, maybe they leave it there and then they get to put it back on, when they do like the, for the person who wins the Masters, and then the person that won it last year gets to put the jacket on him. And I guess, what I'm saying, after the ceremonies and shit is over, they take him off and leave him there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a prestige jacket that, not allowed to leave Augusta. I don't know. But shout out to Tiger for going back out there playing. Almost lost his leg. Almost lost his life.
Well, you say what?
I said shout out to Tiger for, what I'm saying, going out there playing at the Masters. He didn't really play very, very well, but he still went out there and competed.
Yeah.
And made the cut and shit, what I'm saying, after, 1 year removed from a car accident that nearly took his leg and his life.
Yeah. My little brother got his leg ran over by an 18-wheeler truck. Yeah, he got his leg ran over by an 18-wheeler truck. If you saw my little brother, you wouldn't even know it. But he got his leg ran over there on 13th and Maywood Drive. Imagine an 18-wheeler truck going down.
I was about to say, why is an 18-wheeler going down Maywood Drive? Did y'all sue, bro?
Yeah, we sued.
The fuck?
Yeah, we sued.
Bro, why are you going there? If you know Maywood, and you know Maywood Drive, I lived off Maywood Drive, my nigga. 18-wheelers don't go down Maywood Drive. Yeah. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. You telling me that shit right now, bro. That's wild as hell.
Here's a story. It was and it was an ice cream truck on the street.
No, bro.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. It's an 18-wheeler truck. He went and got some. He was 7 at the time.
Yeah.
So 20 years ago. Shit. Yeah, 2002, 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. 20 years ago, just passed a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, he went to go get some ice cream, and it was the ice cream truck was right there on 13th and 12th, excuse me, it's on 12th of Maywood Drive. Mm-hmm. And the truck tried to pass the ice cream truck. The 18-wheeler tried to pass the ice cream truck. And all I heard was my cousin Sade say, Lee, get down here. Patrick just got ran over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking the worst. And we had just got out my cousin's car, and we hear that, and I run, and this nigga then slid onto the curb. And the best way that I can explain it is drip a white towel and red ink and red dye and let it unravel. That's how that nigga leg was like, Yee. All right. Scary as shit. But I had to calm him down. It's funny because Chris Johnson, the NFL running back, his brother was with my cousin. The truck driver tried to run off. That nigga fast just like his brother. Caught that nigga.
Wow.
Yeah. Caught that nigga. Boom. I had to save my father from whooping the nigga ass. I got into it with the EMTs because they tried to push me out the way like I was some random nigga. Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, that's how we ended. Yeah. We sued. Fuck.
I'm about to say,
so,
bro, ain't no
so
way,
when,
bro.
So when I hear the story about Tiger Woods and the rods and all that shit, nigga, I know how that was.
Mm-hmm.
Because hell, I used to sleep in the hospital with my brother, and that nigga used to hit the morphine like.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker was hitting the morphine like, give me more until they had to take him off of it. So I've been there with my brother. I saw my brother at 7 years old with the rods coming out of his legs and all of that shit. I know what Tiger Woods went through. Just off of accident, because I saw open leg. Just
bro,
take your shit out your rib and putting it in your knee.
You
did that shit? That happened last year, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, last year the Tiger shit happened.
Right. He did that shit last year. Now, you know, they told me, because I asked about the possibility of losing his leg. They said that being that he's 70, he's still growing. We could save his leg. We will save his leg.
Man,
but if he was your age, might have left that leg right there. So I know the fight that they had to put with Tiger's legs was just like, hey, we got this Tiger Woods. We got to save this motherfucker shit. We know he gonna pay for it. And just go ahead and get that shit together. And you mean to tell me a year later, he playing golf? 18 holes, 4 days? Come on, G.
Yes, sir.
Come on. You can't.
No matter what place he came in, round of applause for that man.
It was no better story. I don't even watch golf. I didn't even watch it. But it was no better story that weekend than that right there. Because, man, that man leg supposed to still be where the kayak.
Yep.
So, man, shouts out to him.
Before we move on, bro, you are not even allowed to turn on Maywood Drive, bro. How is that possible?
Yeah, G. Maywood Drive.
18-wheelers are, dog. It's only 2 ways to get on Maywood Drive, dog. You can't fucking. All right, bro. Let's move on.
This nigga Mike is perplexed. Like,
bro, that shit wild as fuck, bro. I stayed on 16th between Maywood Drive and Adams for years, dog. You can't even. I used to make that illegal turn all the time, bro, to pull up in my townhouse on Maywood Drive, bro. You can't make that turn. It's just illegal.
Mike, he came down from the opposite side of 17th and just kept straight.
Dog,
just kept straight.
That shit crazy.
Just kept straight. I saw the truck coming. I just was like, oh, he about to make a left or a right turn. I saw it before the truck hit 17th.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't think nothing. No, he about to make a left or right. No, he kept going and passed an ice cream truck.
Crazy.
So again, like, this is 17th, ladies and gentlemen.
My man, I hope he never drive a 18-wheeler again.
This is 17th. This is the ice cream truck. The ice cream truck is gonna take up most of Maywood Drive.
Exactly.
He's like, yo, let's keep going.
Exactly.
Nigga Mike is perplexed. Like,
exactly.
Yo, even Rob on here, like, yo, that's wild. Like, Yeah, man. And that happened 20 years ago, man. March 31st, actually. March 31st.
Shout out to your baby brother. He a real one.
Shouts out. Yeah, he a real one with 5 kids, man.
That's just still wild to me, bro. That ain't corny. Shit.
That ain't corny. Nah, that might be corny, fam. This nigga got too many motherfucking kids. Okay, change the subject. Met the Milwaukee cousin.
Met him.
We met him. He came through.
Came to the shot?
He came to the shot. He came through. He would come up here for some vegan shit anyway. He came through.
Yeah.
We met. Cool brother.
Questions.
Cool brother. Shouts out to my cousin Carvel. Unfortunately, we were not able to give him some of the answers that we wish we could have. Because he was adopted.
Okay.
And everything. He ended up finding his birth mother, but we don't. I mean, I'm not trying to hide the fact that one of my uncles or one of my older cousins may have popped his mama off. Wish we could give him more information.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good, man. It was definitely good to chop it up with him, like meeting him and shit. I was just like, damn, he should have been with us, when we was younger and everything. So, shouts out to him and shouts out to y'all for. I told him too. I said, yo, we put the word out. I put the word out for you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I was about to have all of Milwaukee looking for you for a minute because you didn't respond back.
Mm-hmm.
But we found you. But nah, man, dude, buddy was cool. He's just short.
Okay.
He's short as shit. Like he's Tory Lane short.
Okay.
Like if you all saw the picture on my Instagram at JR Bang, I put it on the Some Dude pod too. He actually followed the joint too. Put it there.
Okay.
Nigga 5'3".
Okay.
He's the first man since Tory Lanez that I walked up to and shook up and like towered and swallowed, like pause, but just like, what up, nigga?
That's crazy. Okay, God. That's what's up, though.
God damn, this nigga short. My father was just like, my cousin. I sent my cousin a picture. He was like, "Hey man, what a little nigga talking about?" And I was like, "What you talking about?" He's like, "Man, I'm talking about cousin."
Did you ask him why they stealing cars in Milwaukee like that? Why they popping?
No, I did not. I did not. Okay. One of the funniest things he had said was MMA. He said he tried to do an MMA one time. He's 0-1. He wasn't doing that shit ever.
So he has an MMA fight under his belt. Though.
He has one fight under his belt.
Professional.
0-1. Yes.
Okay.
You can look that shit up. I did.
Hey, fuck it though. Anybody that could get in the MMA ring, bro, to get my respect. So he can fight some way, somehow. So shit, regardless if he lost or not. If you get in that ring, you get my respect. So
how the fuck you prepare for a kick in the head is beyond me. No. These cats are way better than me, especially if you black.
Yeah.
Because I don't think MMA is a black person sport.
Not at all.
Like what kills me about MMA and black people is black people see MMA and just because they think they know how to fight, they think they could go in MMA and just do whatever they want to. And then they get their ass kicked by some dude named Bart who's from like Homer Glen, Illinois. Yeah. Or like, somewhere in like the middle of downstate that really hate us. So he's excited to beat your ass because he can beat your ass legally. Mm-hmm. And you sitting there thinking you could beat this boy up. And he's some corn-fed dude that weighs 175. And you think because you swole and cut, you could beat this dude ass, and he end up beating your ass. Yeah. Now you got to shake up with him. And now you got to go back to the hood. And, man, you got your ass kicked. You got your ass kicked by Green Acres, fam. Like, nah, I'm straight. Hey, man, let's get to this Lakers shit real quick.
Yeah.
Some dude, 124. Frank Vogel was fired from the Lakers. The Lakers didn't make the play-in game. Some people had the Lakers going to the finals. Shouts out to all the Lakers fans that listen to Some Dude pod. And shouts out to all of the ones that's on the Some Dude page and all of social media. All of the Chicago Lakers fans, the LeBron Lakers fans. And if you're a Laker fan in general, I feel for you. Mm-hmm. Frank Vogel gets fired, though. Russell Wilson threw this nigga under the bus, too.
Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook, excuse me. He threw him under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I sent some flowers and stuff for him and his wife, and I don't know why he didn't like me.
Hey, fuck it. He probably threw him under the bus because he benched him.
He didn't really bench him.
He didn't bench him. So what happened was that It was a couple games early on in the season where Russell Westbrook didn't play in the fourth quarter
because he was cooking. He was getting his ass cooked.
All fair. That's understand. Hey, that's what coaches do. Coaches are gonna coach the team. They're gonna do what they gotta do or do what they feel in a position, you know what I'm saying, for their team to win.
So
that's all good. That's all good.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to leave you in the game and you trying to hit the backboard like you Tim Duncan.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, man. Like, but I think at the end of the day, and then there were talks about, you know, him coming off the bench that they want. Frank Vogel wanted him.
He should have.
I don't disagree. But all of that talk coming from your coach and everything like that, bro. Russell Westbrook said, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna hold on to this." And then, you know what I'm saying, press conference time comes, this nigga get fired. All right, cool. Pow, 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 pow.
But my biggest thing, man, is looking at the Lakers as a staff, a basketball team, and a crew.
It's sad too that the Lakers just suck, and you know, winning time on HBO is great.
It's great. It's great.
Watching how this Lakers dynasty actually was created and how beautiful this shit really is, bro. It's fucking sad to see how bad this Lakers team is.
No, it ain't. If you a Lakers fan, you just turn it on to that shit. Let me go look at the old times. It's either that or go get one of those old VHS tapes of Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and watch how Kareem and Magic was dominating the 80s with NBA. It's fantastic.
Happy times.
Like, yeah, go get the TV with the VCR and just pop the tape in.
Yeah.
But my question is to you is, can this be saved?
Can the Lakers be
saved? Can this, the way it looks right now, be saved? I'm only asking this because I look at the Yankees. It's been a while since the Yankees won. Mm-hmm. I look at the Knicks. The Knicks ain't won since the 70s, but the Knicks ain't really been good since Carmelo got traded. Like, celebrated. I even look at the Bulls, and they've had their spurts with Derrick Rose, and then this year was an overachievement year towards the beginning of the season, but no 6 seed. I predicted them to be a top 4 seed. So they got to the 6 seed. That's cool. The Boston Celtics, of course, had their time. And they're relevant again. You know, they had the KG shit, and then, you know, they got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. The Lakers have had theirs too. You know, when Magic retired, you know, they was out here trying to kill niggas with Elton Campbell and George Lynch and Eddie George, and you know, they eventually end up getting Shaq and Kobe and stuff, and then that was long lasting. But even there was times when Kobe, you know, was fighting to make the playoffs with Smush Parker and shit.
Yeah.
Is it that time again for the Lakers, even with a LeBron James and, you know, oft injured Anthony Davis?
I want to say seeing LeBron go to the finals his first time with Cleveland, the team he had when they lost against the Spurs. He was on a team full of, you know, who's and what, where's, you know what I'm saying?
Mo
and
Williams, then Grundis, Ilgauskas. You know?
Yeah, he had okay, that's cool. And then he went to the finals again when it was just him. And then he had who was on the team with him? Larry Nance Jr. and Jordan Clarkson.
Larry Nance Jr. wasn't on the team at that.
Which team was that when they lost to Golden State? And Brown had like the one with the year with
Kyrie got hurt.
No, not when Kyrie got hurt. The year that they traded for Isaiah Thomas. The year that what you call it pulled the bullshit in the finals.
When Kyrie, you talking about
when J.R. Smith pulled the bullshit.
That was after Isaiah Thomas didn't make it to the finals with LeBron.
It was after. So what was
Kyrie asked for the trade.
But what was the year when J.R. Smith pulled the bullshit? Kyrie wasn't on that team.
That was 2016.
No, that wasn't 2016. 2018.
It was 2018?
2018 team. You got to look that team up. That team had a bunch of nobodies on it. Kevin Love. He had Kevin Love on the team with him, and then a bunch of other motherfuckers. That team went to the finals.
Kyrie was on that team too.
Nah, Kyrie wasn't not on that team, bro.
He was, fam. Kyrie was on that team. No.
Let's take a look real quick.
Bro. Isaiah Thomas didn't make it to the finals, G.
Not Isaiah Thomas. He might have been on that team. Cavs 2018 thing.
Yeah.
2018 roster. Who was on this team?
Because Kyrie was on that.
Kevin Love. Hold on. That was 2018. That was 2017. Maybe.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because I was in DC or in St. Louis when that happened.
Al Korver, Kevin Love, Larry Nance Jr.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Jeff Green, George Hill, Rodney Hood, Kyle Korver, Kevin Love, Larry Nance Jr., Kendrick Perkins was on this team.
Yeah, he was Charles.
Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Isaiah Thomas was on this roster.
He was.
This was that, but I think they traded him off or released him. This was the team that Dwayne Wade was on too, and I think they traded Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't go to the finals.
He didn't go to the finals, but that's when they made all those trades.
He didn't make the trip.
They made all those trades, and Jordan Clarkson. They ended up having Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr., Rodney Hood. All of them dudes was on the team.
Like, he didn't make the
took
trip.
that team to the finals. He took that team to the finals.
Yeah.
You got Russ. Let's get back to answering your question though.
Yeah.
This team right here. You got AD. You got Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Russell Westbrook. I don't know what they're going to do with Russell Westbrook. They're talking about he could possibly.
Ain't nobody taking the damn contract. He's making $47 million next year.
I get that, but then you see the reports of possibly the Indiana Pacers being interested, the Charlotte Hornets being interested. I mean, who knows? I mean, everybody is interested in Russell.
They all interested until they got to figure out how to take that $47 million.
So let's just say, let's say hypothetically that AD and Russell Westbrook comes back next season. Yes, this can be fixed. You can fix that. I don't think with these caliber players that you have, AD. I mean, when AD is healthy, he play primes basketball.
When he healthy.
When Russell Westbrook, I don't know if he's past his prime. We don't really know. Just a season ago, the nigga broke Oscar Robertson's record for all time, you know what I'm saying, triple doubles, and he was playing at an elite level alongside Bradley Beal, who, you know what I'm saying, needs the basketball, who's a scorer. So he was able to put work in and get his team into the playoffs. He got that team into the playoffs. They made the playoffs. The Washington Wizards with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal and a bunch of other motherfuckers.
The play-in game.
The play-in game. They won the play-in to get into the actual playoff series. They played a playoff series against Philly. They got swept. Got swept. But what I'm saying is that Russell Westbrook can still play basketball at an elite level. He sucked most of the season, but there were spurts during the season where he played good basketball. Anthony Davis played good basketball when he was healthy. LeBron James averaged damn near 30. How are you not able to put this together and make a run, bro, with these three players?
Because this is not 2K. Russell Wilson is ball dominant.
Westbrook.
I mean, I'm still thinking of the corny nigga. Russell Westbrook is ball dominant. He's Kyle Lee from above the rim. He Kyle Lee Watson through and through. Mm-hmm. He's ball dominant. He needs the ball. He can't play off of the ball. In a perfect world, he would be on the bench and he would be your sixth man. That's how this shit works.
Yeah.
It don't work with them all being in the starting lineup. It works with LeBron being the point guard, basically being Scottie Pippen, being the point forward. And when he comes out, Russell comes in. That's how this works. This does not work with all three of them on the court and LeBron playing off the ball because Russell Wilson got to be ball dominant. Look, I don't know that much about basketball. Like I'm not Coach Moses. I don't coach no teams. I wouldn't coach your little league team. I wouldn't coach your AAU team. I don't know nothing about basketball, ladies and gentlemen. I know this though, that Russell Wilson needs Westbrook. The same thing with Russell. Russell needs the same thing that LeBron needs. They just use it differently. LeBron is a distributor who can score. Russell is a scorer who will distribute when he feels like it. He's not going to run around. He's not going to be Rip Hamilton and run around and get you tired and shoot some mid-range jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to do that. That's not going to work if you put them in the starting lineup. But I guarantee you, part of the reason why Frank Vogel had the lineup the way he did is because of Russell.
Mm-hmm.
And because the front office. Because the front office probably thinking like all of us. You can't put a man that make 40 that's making over 40 million on the bench. Don't give a damn how much minutes he get.
And you really can't. You can't though.
You give Russell 20, 25 minutes, he's $6 man of the year for the rest of his career. As long as he's on the Lakers. For the rest of his contract, he winning $6 man of the year. That's the issue. But then you got to have a coach that you respect enough in order to take that order. Mike, we had this conversation a couple of pods ago. So I'm going to ask it again. Since the season is over, and if y'all are watching on Twitch, on YouTube, feel free to chime in. Share this with a friend that loves basketball. Because this is question of the day for me. How many great coaches are there in the NBA?
How many great coaches?
Great coaches. While you think of that answer, here's why I asked that.
Maybe 2, 3.
Who are those coaches?
Great coaches. Monty Williams.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Eric Spoelstra.
That's 2. Pop is a great coach.
And Pop. That's 3 coaches.
So, those are the 3 coaches that we consider great, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Doc Rivers.
I'm not putting Doc Rivers in the great category. I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not. At least not at this point of his career.
Okay.
I'm not putting him there, but
right.
He went to East. He got a little stand up there, so we for East reasons we'll put Doc in there. 4.
All right, go ahead.
There's a reason why Quinn Snyder and Doc Rivers are rumored to be people who would be interested in the Lakers job.
I think a report came out that Quinn Snyder said, "No, I'm good."
Well, he's saying that now because he already got a job. When the season over with, he gonna be interested again.
But the report was that he saw how Frank Vogel was done, and he said, "No, I'm good."
That ain't gonna happen to me. Once the season's over with, all right, we will talk. I'm gonna hear y'all out and see what happened. And he used to be an assistant coach with the organization. I say that to say this, Mike. See, in situations like this, you need a great coach. Mm-hmm. When Mike was having his issues, Phil Jackson was not thought of as a great coach yet, but he eventually became that. And how many titles they win? 6 in 8 years. He take his butt over to the Lakers. They win 5. You got Greg Popovich. He got his 5, mm-hmm. right? Eric Spoelstra got his. People would say that Eric Spoelstra is probably the best head coach in the game. He's a great one. He's on that all-time coaches list, right? Mm-hmm. You can't go get some random ass coach to coach these Lakers. Mm-hmm. You have to get a great coach.
And I think I think a great coach would know how to put this together.
You're
with
right.
These 3 superstars.
And you would also get the respect from the players to actually listen. If the Lakers were smart, they'd go back channel Eric Spoelstra and see what's good over there. And if he come over here. If they were smart.
Yeah.
And somebody might say, oh, no. Here's why I'm saying that, G. I'm only saying that simply because if he's the great coach in the league right now, that's the person you need. But mm-hmm. I'm saying that it ain't a lot of great coaches.
Yep.
Like if this was 1999, this is when you go call Phil Jackson and be like, yo, go take over this team. They got everything that you need. You just need to put everything in position.
Hey, Phil Jackson was just in the building not too long ago for a Lakers game.
He's not about to be sitting up on the sideline with his legs crossed, yelling at Russell.
I would love to see Phil
Russ
come back and coach.
Because he can't walk up and down the court. He can't. Russ.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And everybody's sitting up there talking about this thing about, what they need and all of this stuff. It's simply just not a lot of great coaches out here no more. Because what I say during that episode, Mike, great players don't want to be coached. Because at the point of time that they in, they feel they don't need that. Kevin Durant vouched for Steve Nash to coach, who had no prior head coaching experience. Steve Kerr did not have any prior head coaching experience. So what we think the Lakers is gonna hit lightning in the bottle like they did and get some coach that's new and never been a coach. Who is that? Who's that person that's in the front office that probably always wanted to be a coach? It's like, I'll go coach him. Because that's also what Pop did. But Pop was an assistant coach for years. But his first head coaching job, they was like, hey, he fired dude and was like, I'm going to take over the team. And they was like, oh, no, this is wild. Wasn't you the assistant GM or something like that? There's not a lot of great coaches. So who do we expect to come in to clean up the mess? That's the Lakers. Brad Stevens. He cool with the Celtics. That's why I don't think this is gonna work. Because who you gonna bring in to make it work? Mm-hmm. There's nobody out there that's not retired that I believe that could fix this mess. Mm-hmm. Now, I was watching Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, and a listener brought up Coach K. And it was funny because when he brought up Coach K, Jay Williams was like, he started fumbling. He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Like, if you
Jay Will? What you know?
If you watched this morning and you saw the fun, he was
interesting.
Let me say he retired.
What you know, Jay Will?
Kobe did try to lure him in, in 2009 or some shit like that.
What you know, Jay Will? What you know?
And is that an itch that Coach K will scratch? I don't know. Give him a 3-year deal and somebody that could come in and basically take over. But the traveling and all of that is a little bit more extensive in the NBA and all that stuff. Coach K like 68. I think he's done. You see Coach K walk?
Oh, yeah, he's out of there.
Yeah, I think Coach K is done.
Yeah, he out of there.
But it's going to take somebody like that real is in, because it's not even really LeBron. It's a Russell if Russell stays on the Lakers. Who's a coach in the NBA that's gonna look at Russell Westbrook in the face and say, "Stop shooting that shit. It ain't going in. You continue shooting that shit."
Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan coached him.
No, because Billy Donovan part of the reason why this shit's going on.
Oh my God.
Him, the other dude that was on Washington, what's his name? Forgot the first coach they had. Brooks.
Scott Brooks?
Scott Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think Scott Brooks was sitting up there saying, "Stop shooting that shit"? Rush, no.
But Russ wasn't playing like that though.
But he is now. But he is now.
But you would think that. I mean, I don't understand because like you said, when he played alongside Bradley Beal, he didn't have to fucking score. He wasn't trying to score. But it came natural.
Because Bradley Beal is one of the best scorers in the NBA who plays great off the ball. That's the issue. He can do all of that Russ stuff and drop him the ball. Yeah. But there is no great coaches in the NBA like it used to be no more that command respect. There is none no more. There's none. All of these assistant coaches are there to pacify folks. Somebody like Perk said today on First Take, I think he said on First Take that he was offered assistant coach and they position with the Lakers, and everybody was like, "Oh no, buddy, tweaking." That was like Amari Stoudemire is assistant coach for the Brooklyn Nets.
Wouldn't put it past him if they.
I believe him.
I don't think he got a lie about that.
Amari Stoudemire is a assistant coach or like assistant for player development. Assistant coach.
Yeah.
I believe him. But he said he was there. He would be there like a Udonis Haslem type. Basically, just holler at the players. Hey, man, we got to, come on, man. Listen to coach. Listen to coach, G. He over there.
Mm-hmm.
Get over there. Bruh, ain't no great coaches. Ain't no Chuck Daly's. Ain't no Phil Jacksons. Ain't no Pat Riley's. Ain't no Greg Popovich and of a dying breed.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of them there no more. So we really expect this to be turned around by who?
Juwan Howard.
Who's rumored to be a candidate for the job,
which is crazy.
He trying to smack coaches.
That's what they need, bro. They need a coach like that, bro. They need a coach like that. He smacked the shit out of Russell Westbrook ass. You know what I'm saying?
He's slapping other coaches, not players.
He might smack one of his own players.
He's not gonna slap Russell and then throw up a gang sign like he say, "Oh, from Southside, G."
Shit.
Play that shit if you want to.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron James and
I see Rob put up these names, right? So I'm gonna throw up some of these names, and I'm glad. I mean,
Jason Kidd got a job. I mean, Fizdale.
Alvin Gentry just got told by the Sacramento Kings, "We don't want you back." Alvin Gentry, I love him, but it ain't his time no more at all. He ain't won nowhere. Pop got a job. He is the San Antonio Spurs. And he's the last of a dying breed as far as all-time coaches. Is one of three that's still coaching. That's on that list that they put. Pop got a job. Fizdale fizzed.
Yeah, he fizzed. I think his ship sailed.
He's one of those coaches who are players coaches that is there to really, like, from what I've seen, that's really there to soothe a player, but know some X's and O's. Of course, I ain't saying he don't. But he's a player's coach. Hey, man, he's not. Tyronn Lue is, to me, was that at first. But then when he got the opportunity to coach, look where the Clippers at without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. That man could very well be coach of the year. He coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. You could have had Ty Lue, but you told him, hey, man, we're going to pick your assistants, though. Fuck that shit out. I'll take the locker down the hall. And look where we at. Jason Kidd, another person that was lame. Jason Kidd, it took a minute for that.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't leaving Dallas and Luka to go to LA. Because, Mike, what did I say? Who should have been named the coach of the Lakers instead of Frank Vogel? Jason Kidd.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been the head coach. LeBron, I said on here, especially when they was talking about the black, don't nobody hire black head coaches. LeBron could have advocated for Jason Kidd of the Los Angeles Lakers, but he didn't. But he became the assistant, and Frank Vogel became the head coach, who, other than Indiana, failed in Orlando badly. And you gave him the job because you damn near felt that you could give anybody this job and you will succeed. I like Phil Handy. I don't know about him being a head coach, but if anybody could teach the game, you straight. Here's another name that was thrown up. Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson in Indiana barely making it, G. He's with Indiana, the Hoosiers, barely making it.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't all that good with the Knicks either. There ain't no more good head coaches, fam. Even with Coach K leaving, that hurts college. Because look at some of these A lot of these college coaches are byproduct of AAU trying to soothe players and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this player-wise, it should. If you had the controller in your hand, it should. But ain't no great coaches in the NBA like that, Jack. There's no coach. There's not a lot of coaches that you can pluck and put in this situation, and you automatically think that team is going to the finals.
Yeah.
Because
it's more than, I mean, at the end of the day, too, I mean, they could put a coach there, but they need more than a coach.
They need more. They need structure in that organization.
Way
it looks like
more than just a head coach at this point. You could bring in fucking D'Antoni, bring in Phil Jackson, whatever you want to do. They need more than that, bro. They need more outside of LeBron, AD, and possibly Russell Westbrook, bro. Like, you don't really know. Like, I mean, at that point, who else do you really have? The questions surrounding players like Malik Monk, we don't know what they're going to do with him. You know what I'm saying? You still got Taylor Horton-Tucker, who underachieved this season. Y'all signed Kendrick Nunn, but didn't play a minute this season. Didn't play a minute at all, but I think he under contract for like 2 years, so maybe he'll be back next season. I mean, you got Carmelo Anthony. I think he probably signed a 1-year deal, so they probably going to waive him or he's not going to re-sign him or whatever like that. So you still got pieces. You still got to put the pieces back, you know what I'm saying, around, you know what I'm saying, the stars, then get the coach together. Like, I mean, you got more problems than just a head coach at this point. And who's going to be the next Lakers head coach? I so many candidates out there, but
it's so many.
And there's reports that they're going to take their time with this, you know what I'm saying, choice. They don't really know, you know what I'm saying, which way they're going to go. They're going to wait it out and see.
Of course, because you going to be calling people in the back like, yo, hey, so would you be interested, in coming over?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in coming over? You sure? Like, are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you good? Are you happy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. Or, oh no, I'm not too happy. Let me go ahead. Ain't a lot, G. There's not a lot of great coaches at all. There's some good ones, and some of those good ones are stuck in terrible positions. There's some who overachieve. Like, I ain't gonna front. My man Smitty might got it right when he was talking about, like, yo, I don't really fuck with Billy Donovan like that. He might have been right.
Because Billy Donovan, even though, I mean, yes, they're down Lonzo Ball. We were out with Caruso was out in and out of the lineup and everything like that. But we needed a big man. You got Tristan Thompson, Patrick Williams returned, and then Zach with the knee and everything like that in and out the lineup. But at the end of the day, DeMar was in there. Billy Donovan at that All-Star break, after the All-Star break, just wasn't good. That's not a good look for you, Billy Donovan. Not a good look. Now, we got more wins than we did last year. We got a playoff spot, secure the 6th seed. Don't have to worry about the play-in. But man, oh man, you could have done more, Billy Donovan, with what you had. That's what good coaches do.
Yeah.
You just made an example of what coaches have done with what they're given, with the hand that they're dealt. Monty Williams, Chris Paul was out. Tyronn Lue.
And I don't put Monty in that situation until he won a ring. Nick Nurse won a ring. He might be the next Spoelstra.
Yeah.
Where you get to that point. Where it's like, all right, cool. But nah, I don't put Monty on that just yet. Now they win this championship. Then okay, cool. Mike Budenholzer is another person. He was blowing it until they end up winning the championship last year. But when he won the championship, even though I don't think that way, there's a lot of people that believe that they ran into a lot of teams that was injured.
Yeah.
And they won one.
Billy Donovan looking a little funny under the light right now, but hey, he got a chance to redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? This upcoming playoff series against the Milwaukee
Bucks. We don't
Bucks.
need, what the cold thing. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying, like, Billy Donovan, you got a chance here to prove your worth You know what I'm saying? Because we was vouching for you, but Smitty might be on to something right now with
He
that.
might be on to something.
Might be on to something.
Remember when we used to even know who was like the hot shot assistant coaches and that thing that couldn't wait to take over a team, like whether they pass or fail. Like, remember when Luke Walton took over the Golden State Warriors and they went undefeated and everything? Oh man, should Steve Kerr come back? Should he come back? Yeah. But I mean, Luke Walton ended up taking over the Lakers, and LeBron was like, "Nah, we don't want him here." He got fired. He went over to Sacramento. He got fired. Alvin Gentry took over. Shit didn't look good after that. Then boom.
Sacramento. I think Sacramento, though, looking at Sacramento, I think they're gonna be all right though. I think you know what I'm saying, De'Aaron Fox, and you got Sabonis, and then you got Davion Mitchell, who emerged while De'Aaron Fox was out as a solid distributor point guard. You know what I'm saying? That actually, you know what I'm saying, it was looking funny for Sacramento at first because you shipped Tyrese Halliburton away, who's a legit point guard.
Dumbass trade.
Who's a legit, but it's a dumb trade. But now if you looking at it, if you really kind of pay attention to what Sacramento's been doing and looking at Davion Mitchell's a good distributor.
I feel you, but that's still a dumbass trade.
I wasn't on board with that trade neither. But looking at it now, it might work out for Sacramento next year. We'll see. But
it works out depending on who you get as a coach. See,
that's right.
See, in those situations, you get you a coach that know how to groom and develop talent. They know how to groom and develop talent. They build it up, and hopefully that you're the same coach that can take them over the next level. Or we're just gonna fire somebody and get somebody who has experience that could get them over the hump. Yeah. That's what happens in sports. Yeah. Simple as that. Oh man, we got, like, perfect example is depending on how it work out for you or not, is Atlanta. Uh-huh. They had my man Lloyd Pierce there. Lloyd Pierce that was there in the kind of a no-win situation because you drafted Trae Young and a whole bunch of younger people. So now it's time to develop them. When they start winning and shit, now everybody looking at your ass funny in the light, and they don't want you to be the coach no more. They fire him. They hire Nate McMillan. They go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Nate McMillan signs an extension to the team. Now this year, y'all last in the play-in game. Uh-huh. I like Nate McMillan. I used to love Nate McMillan as being a Seattle Seahawks, Supersonics fan. Yep. But if we're talking about great coaches that change the trajectory of your team, no matter who on that bitch, they don't play in the play-in game.
You underachieved, dog.
You underachieve. Dwayne Casey is another one. Groomed the Toronto Raptors, groomed them. They just can't beat LeBron. He gets fired. LeBron goes to the Lakers. Nick Nurse is your coach now. Nick Nurse wins a title. He loses Kawhi Leonard and other pieces. Yep. And in some cases predicted to beat the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, excuse me. Some people really think that they're going to beat them in 7. I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it ain't possible, though. But Nick Nurse didn't lose that team, or he wasn't a factor in that team not still being a top 5 team in the East. The reason why Philly was about to get Billy Donovan. Mm-hmm. And then Doc ass got fired. Mm-hmm. And they was like, hey. Hold on. Doc got him a ring. He's been to a couple of finals. Yeah, he blew some 3-1 leads, but he's also he's one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. 20 years and all that stuff. Yep. Do you rather want him or do you want Billy Donovan? Mm-hmm. Well, let's go get Doc. To the point where Doc was like, man, don't call me Doc in Philly. Call me Glenn. Because, Dr. J.
Right.
And they still a 4th seed. They still a 4th seed.
But in all fairness, the East is loaded.
No, that is with the fairness. Because even looking at Brooklyn, I think I think that Brooklyn still should have been a top 4 team if they had a better head coach. Okay. If they had a better head coach for him, they would not be in this play-in situation. Get the fuck out of here.
Because Steve Nash is supposed to coach his way out of this situation.
He's supposed to coach. Say it.
Coach your way out of this shit.
Thank you. Ain't nobody out here that's gonna coach your way out of situations, but except for the ones that's truly coached. No.
Now let me ask you this. Let's rewind it back to Frank Vogel.
Go ahead.
Did Frank Vogel deserve to get canned?
Yes and no. It's not his fault, but I don't think he should have been the coach in the first place.
Okay.
I think Jason Kidd should have been the coach of the Lakers.
Okay. But what I'm asking you in a sense of where like they using him as the scapegoat, did he deserve to be fired?
Yeah, he deserved to be
fired. Was Frank
lost
Vogel?
That team. They said they was players text messaging people during the game. He got to go. They ain't respect him. I don't think they ever respected him.
Okay.
I'm not one of these insiders. We not doing that shit.
Yeah.
And there's some shit that those type of people just ain't gonna say on TV. I don't think the Lakers players, I don't think LeBron and company ever really respected Frank Vogel. He was there to hold the clipboard. We got to have a head coach.
Okay.
Because if that was the case, Jason Kidd would have been the coach. They ain't give a fuck. That's how shit work now. Nobody gave a fuck about Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel won an intramural championship. He won a championship that here's how you know that people don't respect Frank Vogel. Listen to how they talk about the Lakers and LeBron winning the championship compared to them saying that he's a championship head coach. They barely say Frank Vogel is a championship winning head coach. Listen.
Oh, man.
They barely say, yo, Frank Vogel, he's a championship head coach.
So nobody respect that.
No, but you was there to hold the clipboard. If Jason Kidd would have won that intramural championship, they would be saying, yo, Jason Kidd is a Hall of Famer, chip head, winning head coach, yada, yada, yada. Frank Vogel was like, yo, yeah, he coached LeBron. They won the title. He didn't have a long shelf life to begin with. I always thought that he was going to get fired and Jason Kidd was going to take that job. But then Jason Kidd took the Dallas job. Because remember on the show, Jason Kidd was rumored to be the front runner for the Portland Trailblazers job.
Yep.
And he came right out and was like, nah, no, I'm not. I'm straight over here, Jack. I'm with the Lakers. And then Rick Carlisle left. He's like, shit, Luka over there. He chose Luka over Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yep.
That's it. And don't get me wrong. I think that Frank Vogel, I'm not saying that Frank Vogel is a Huff coach. Because remember, and I think it was, who was the coach before him in Indiana? I think it was Rick Carlisle.
No, Rick Carlisle coached the Pacers, and then
was it Nate McMillan? Yeah,
might have been Nate McMillan.
Rick Carlisle was the coach of the Pacers before. Nate
McMillan was the coach of the Indiana Pacers, I believe.
It was one of them.
It was Nate McMillan, I believe.
But when he got fired, whoever the coach was, when that coach got fired, he said no, Jim O'Brien. It was Jim O'Brien. When Jim O'Brien got fired, they had already said that Frank Vogel was going to be the replacement. They already had pegged him when Jim O'Brien got fired, because then Frank Vogel got fired, and then they brought in Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan was Frank Vogel's replacement. So, yeah, he was pegged to be next. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Paul George shook LeBron James' hand, and shit was done from there. So, but it was like, oh, we got one of the good up-and-coming coaches, yada, yada, yada. Shit started hitting the fan in Indy, and then he got fired. Yep. He got fired with a winning record, though. He was 45-37. Then he went to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
They was 29-53, 25-57. What happens when you don't have a Paul George on your team? What happens when you don't have a such and such on your team? You can't coach them up. He loses his job, and then he becomes the head coach of the Lakers. And in his first season, he wins the title. They seriously could have kept Luke Walton. But Luke Walton was in the situation like, no, they trust me. And Bron was like, nah, I'm not having this. Not with no Luke Walton. I don't even like his daddy. So that's my thing. Like, to put a bow on this, my thing is that there's not a lot of greats that are roaming the sidelines anymore.
Yeah.
This ain't Phil Jackson. This ain't Pat Riley put him on the team and you winning 10 plus games. Back in the day, you could hire a coach and they'll say like, yo, I think this team is going to improve by 10 to 15 games just off of his. Who is that guy?
Yeah.
For the Lakers? Or in the NBA currently, that's an assistant or somebody like, you know, that could go from another squad.
We said Robert said Larry Brown.
Hey man, Larry Brown, old ass, probably is calling the Lakers right now. Like, yo, I still got some time left in me, G.
What was his last coaching? He was coaching at SMU.
He was coaching at SMU, and Don Nelson smoked too much weed. He's straight.
Mark Jackson.
See, because I saw the niggas in the group giving Mark Jackson some flack, right? But Mark Jackson coached that team. People don't remember the team that Mark Jackson got from Golden State. Team was terrible, G. But then he said, yo, this is the best shooting backcourt in NBA history. And Marge was like, he tweaking. He tweaking.
Oh, man.
I honestly believe that Mark Jackson could be a coach that put things in order. The issue with that, though, is, and I hate saying this because I don't want to sound like I'm anti-religion, but you got to leave your personal stuff at the door.
Facts.
And you gotta, I mean, and I'm not saying fully.
Personal decision, like personal feelings about certain, you know what I'm saying, topics.
Coach, fam. I don't need
the basketball.
Don't tell me about Revelations 3:17.
Yes, sir.
Coach. And I think Mark Jackson could do that. I think Mark Jackson caught a bad break. I think Mark Jackson caught a bad break simply because they was here, Golden State. Even Draymond Green said that. Yeah. But the man can coach. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if the Lakers organization is going to allow that man to do it. And that's the other part, too. Look, you got Kurt fucking Rambis, G. Kurt Rambis. Mm-hmm. Where in any part of his coaching career has Kurt Rambis been successful?
Can't think of none.
Frank Vogel, without a ring, is more successful than Kurt Rambis.
Crazy.
Yeah, Kurt Rambis and his wife back there like, yo, hey, what you think? No. I really don't know, babe. I really don't know. Him, Kurt Rambis, the nigga that got clotheslined by the Boston Celtics. With the goggles. Look like a corny nerd.
Yeah. Same
one that was coaching the Minnesota Timberwolves. The same one that Phil Jackson was like, yo, I'm going to have him coach the Knicks. That one? We talking all this and we end up talking in circles. Why? Because if that man got any say in that organization, G, ain't no Greg Popovich coming over here. Ain't no Eric Spoelstra coming over here. Mm-hmm. Ain't no Doc coming on. You think Doc Rivers want to have Kurt Rambis behind him?
Yeah.
Looking at how he run plays and shit. Get the fuck out of here. What you gonna get is you gonna get an assistant coach who's highly regarded, that they mess with.
Mm-hmm.
Time coach. He's gonna come over there. LeBron, what you want to do? And LeBron gonna be like, yo, this is the play we running. 40, 50 games, and everybody is healthy. And then everybody's gonna be on his nuts.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen though when LeBron James go plays with Bronny, in Atlanta? That's what's we sitting there with the nervous laugh.
Yeah.
This shit ain't gonna work, fam. I'm about to go get fired. That's the reason, and that's what's gonna happen. So I don't think that nobody can save that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody can save the Lakers because there is nobody to save the Lakers. LeBron James not winning no ring unless he goes to Golden State.
He said he want to play with Steph.
Well, you know what? You know who got the money to do it? He's still close enough to fly to LA.
Yeah.
Hey, I won't even I'll take, man. Imagine that. LeBron James signs the mid-level to play with the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Here's LeBron. That shit's over, G. People was having debates about LeBron James if he won a championship, and man, I wouldn't put it past LeBron. LeBron James would not lead dog on the NBA squad. That's how I will put it.
Yeah.
He will win it second or third fiddle.
Yeah.
But but to end this, we are also in the transition period in the NBA, Mike. We in that transition period like 1999 with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1998, 1999 with Mike. This is where we are. This is where we are in the NBA now. LeBron James is on his way out. I give him 3-4 more years. Really, I give him to whenever Bronny is out in the NBA.
Okay.
That one season, and that's it. So now all of the Giannis and the Joel Embiids and the Jokic's and the Lucas and all of those, this is their league now.
Mm-hmm.
So since it's their league now, it's just like that 1999. It was a whole bunch of players when Mike retired, where we were saying that they were going to be able to take over the league. Like, Grant Hill, this was before Grant Hill got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, is it Grant Hill? Is Grant Hill going to take over the league? And then AI's in there. So we got AI doing this thing. We got Kobe and Shaq. Who league is it going to be? This is where we at right now. It's 99, 2000 after Mike right now. Who is going to take the mantle? And I even go further to say LeBron James is not Mike. LeBron James is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Mm-hmm. And that's why Anthony Davis was so important. Because with Anthony Davis coming in, they wanted Anthony Davis to be Magic Johnson to LeBron James as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You take over the team now. This is your squad. I'm following off for you. Call me Cap. Just like on winning time, I'm Cap.
Yeah.
In 1979, 80, 81, this is my team. But when 84 came and I got that scoring title and all that shit, all-time scoring joint, I was running out of gas, fam. This is your squad, fam.
Yeah.
87, he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Lakers. The Lakers thought they had to play because they ran that play before. Anthony Davis' ass just can't stay on the court. And everybody we talked about to come to the Lakers is 30-some years old. Go sign Dame. Who is the person that's going to be the Lakers' new version of Magic Johnson? That's what they got to start figuring out right now.
Yep. And I think with this draft coming up, they got 2 picks, I think, coming up, So
yeah. So we'll figure it out. Man, that's it, man. That's it for the pod today.
Yeah.
That is it for the pod today. Any hot takes?
What's up with that Jay-Z classic album shit you was talking about?
Nah, man. Nah.
I'm about to say that ain't. We already had that conversation.
I just said that conversation came up again. I was gonna say just like what we just said right here. He got between 6 and 7 classics, fam. That's it.
All depends on how you look at them. Everybody got their own definition of a classic album, so I get it though. But yeah, other than that, no, I think we good though. Bidang. We straight. Yeah. My hot take was in the beginning of the show, man. Female rappers got it right now. They killing it. Shout out to the female rappers. Bia got the hottest record out. J. Cole got the hottest verse out. He got the verse of the year.
Okay. Yeah, my hot take is it's a wrap for the LeBron James Lakers.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a double hot take. It's a double hot take for me that it's a wrap for the LeBron James Lakers, and then the LeBron James Lakers.
The guys who was possibly, the Magic Johnson of the Lakers was Lonzo Ball, and they traded him away.
There you go. And the other one, the other hot take is there are not a lot of great head coaches in the NBA no more. It's just not. It's a lot of people that's in there that are players coaches, and they are pacifying players instead of coaching these players. Like, because great players don't want to be coached heavily no more. They feel like they smart enough to get it. Prove me wrong, fam. Prove me wrong, Coach K.
Excuse me.
That's the only way I'm gonna get proved wrong. If Coach K ends up as the Lakers' next head coach, Lakers winning the title. I will go as far as saying that. Because to me, that's what they need. They need a head coach, not a coach, not a former. They need a great head coach to come in and command the respect of the players and the front office. The only one of those right now that don't got a job is Coach K, and he ain't coming.
Coach K ain't walking through that door.
Coach K ain't walking through that door.
Coach K ain't walking through that door. Phil Jackson ain't walking through that door.
But if Coach K walks through that door, if he walks through that door, he is going to win an NBA championship.
That's a hot take right there. Now that's a hot take.
The team is championship ready. You just ain't got nobody to coach that shit up.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take, and I'm sticking to it.
That's a hot take.
All right, man. It is off, G.
Y'all already know, man. Some Dude Pod. Make sure you rate. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the What Digital. You could drop a comment there. Make sure you like the video and everything like that that's uploaded. Follow us on IG at Some Dude Pod, at JR Bang, at Mike B_CHR, on Twitter at Some Dude Pod, at JR Bang, at Some Dude Mike B. Follow us on Facebook at Some Dude. Join the community if you are not in the community on Facebook. Hashtag Some Dude Pod Facebook group popping. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. That's it, bro. That's all we got. We out of here, man. Sign off. Go White Sox.